the NFL on EA Sports. And here's the pick artist himself, Trayvon Diggs, who's had quarterbacks numbers all season, coming down with 7 picks. It's the Cowboys and the Rams on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we wind up Week 5 with a good battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
First quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession.
They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU with Zach Wilson.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Quickly to the air is Wilson.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Now we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says, our guy is better than your guy's. Because a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Wilson. And he will find his man on the end line. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Oh, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and I love them when they're 6s.
And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first.
And this is going to be intercepted. picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And his kick here is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Wilson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety rolling into position almost had it, but it's second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me,
and look at this, it's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Well, we have seen in NFL history some punters that can also throw the football, but here, that fake punt, total disaster. It leads to 6 points the other way.
Yeah, Brandon, a lot of quarterbacks, they used to do double duty as punters as well, and you as a historian of the game remember that. Nowadays, we don't see it at all. And judging by that throw, I don't think he's going to get too many more opportunities to put the ball in the air.
Extra point by Bunker is on target.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but He showed what he's got there.
And how about how he improvised right there, because he got flushed out of the pocket, locked eyes with his wide receiver, who knew to just keep running. And he was able to lay that one out there for him to run under.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A shotgun snap for Watson.
That is caught by Lamb.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows this first.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This is caught out in the right flat, and he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Rams ready to go on offense.
And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
We're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. He'll buy some time right.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
There's Wilson, and his throw's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken around the 12. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Watson now to throw. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Rams are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Micah Parsons racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything, as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise.
They go play action with Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Taken down at the 41.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
Partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And that will come the offense as they take over. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Oh, he faked him with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Wilson. Escaping the... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and that will keep this a 4-point game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in-vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. The offense on third down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Here's Jake Bailey now.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he finds his man, complete. It's Wilson, finding space at the 40. Down the right sideline. Garrett Wilson, touchdown LA! Garrett Wilson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went, but I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by Booker is on target, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
A deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
This is taken at the 18. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards.
This offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out,
making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Now a throw here to his running back, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
4 yards remain for second down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing is Wilson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
On the move past the 40.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Wilson on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career. So that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he'd throw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
Ready, ready, ready.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
18, chopper, cut up, cut up.
Again, Wilson. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the score line. J.J. Nelson leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. Josh Allen leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Now comes the Cowboys punter. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Rams to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown, LA! A great effort there. 64 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
When we draw defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Bucker on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Dallas offense set for this next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Holding offense.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
hands it off out of the gun.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, here's Watson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, what a move. Yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
On third down, they're going to run for it here.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Looking to throw. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 7th play in the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. they've got it going the other way. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Check, check. Good one. Check.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Here's Wilson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons, his second sack of the night.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. He's going to field this at the 4.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. He'll look to throw.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now back to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. They'll look to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Micah Parsons
bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his 3rd.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
from the shotgun. Wilson. Going to throw right side here. Complete. They get a big amount back. 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Dallas. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And incomplete on the deep ball.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you got thrown in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
He's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. That time a 6-play drive. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is fielded at the 7. And he'll be out right at the 35. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set for this next drive by the CowBoys offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. 2nd and 6. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Shifts by him. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. The quick slant caught. And the CowBoys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's
He's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action here on first down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They're going to look to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 27 yards there, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the sideline, wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Come on. 19 seconds.
Here's 2nd and 8. Rolling to his left. And this one is incomplete. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again.
Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Cowboys put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. A 10-play drive that time, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down on the scoreboard. 36 seconds remaining. They've got to go the full 80 yards, and they've got to do it quick as they come up on 1st down. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Wilson to throw. Going for his running back, and he's got him complete.
What a thrilling 4th quarter this one was. Well, at least, I guess, if you're cheering for the winning side. An outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing, and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending because it wasn't just a 1-touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due. They came off the pace and got it done.
So for Dallas, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season.